Greetings, greetings, greetings. I am Jules. When people ask that very human question of what do you do, my current answers are cosmic groove leader, starseed alchemist, vibrational conduit, frequency therapist, and ET joy ambassador. I'm just going to jump right in here. This is a re-recording of uh, presentation I did for the Feminine Frequency Festival, and my spirit team gave me some messages that I basically changed my entire presentation today, pretty much. So I'm re-recording because I didn't get to some things that I really wanted to say. So I operate under the moniker the Cosmic Playground. I call my particular style of light language frequency flow, light work frequency flow. I speak light language, I channel light, I channel messages, I harness light, and I share light. So, Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Brilliant man, way ahead of his time. So, energy and frequency is your playground. What happens if I take energy out of here? What happens if I infuse energy into this, which I consider activation? Can I transmute this energy? When we start to play with energy, like how do I harness this energy? Let me redirect this energy. Um, it's really fuck around and find out in the very best way. Pardon my language. So I believe the quickest way to raising one's field and to fuel expansion is joy. And the other quickest way is to be of service. We feel at the Cosmic Playground, we feel like the Cosmic Playground has the recipe for a higher trajectory, joy and service. It's that simple. And that's the most important thing that we feel we can do for human consciousness. And come to understand it's also the fastest way to be in resonance and alignment, the embodiment of joy and the beingness of service. For us, dancing and bubbles bring immediate joy. Service could look like opening the door for someone, um, or letting someone in front of you in traffic. It could be that simple. Another practice that fuels expansion with velocity is water. Well, I've always been like working with the elementals, and water's always been a huge one. Trees are the other, and earth, like kind of all of it, but really water and trees have been my two like main ones that I've worked with. Um, so another practice that fuels expansion with velocity is water. Hot showers, expressing gratitude for the water. Thank you, water, expressing the water to like cleanse and clear. Um, Activating the water in glass bottles. You can write on your bottle messages if you've ever seen, what the bleep and have read about the work of Masaru Emoto. It's pretty powerful. And water is a huge conduit and carries activation codes, no doubt about it. I recently jumped into the molecular hydrogen water pool. If Tesla is correct, molecular hydrogen water has the potential to be the future of medicine. We already know the frequency is the future of medicine. Um, Practice the ultimate biohack and drink molecular hydrogen water daily, which will support lowering inflammation, increase mitochondrial health, and deep hydration. So that's why I started was for deep cellular hydration on a cellular level. The message from my spirit team in April of 2020 was very clear. Keep the vibration high, don't feed the fear, and keep the vibration high. And for the last 6 years, I've been doing just that. And the journey has been a wild and extraordinary ride. No, no doubt about that. So I'm speaking to the women of the Feminine Frequency Festival, who this presentation was created for. We are divine feminine light leaders. We are warriors of the light. We have a sacred responsibility. I've reframed that to a sacred agreement to shine our light in the world. We've fought for truth. I'm laughing because I'm like thinking about it. We've fought for truth. We've literally gone to battle when it was that or be consumed. We have done our best to not fight the darkness and illuminate the way. We've stood tall like a lighthouse, radiating light, sharing light, translating light, which is what I think light language is. To me, like I see light patterns and I translate it with my hands or my mouth. Um, Sometimes we were there to shine a light on the darkness, and all that was not truth recoiled from the light and then blamed us for it. I know there's nods of like recognition in hearing this. Sometimes we were the only light in a conversation or a circumstance and chose the light no matter what the appearances were. I have a saying, even Vader has a spark of light within. So I honor you, my light leader sister, and I have offer just my deep gratitude for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also the energy that wants to be expressed today is softer, for lack of a better word. If you watch my other presentations, and I invite you to, my style has been bright, bold colors, patterns. I've always been into patterns, music, flashing lights, like blinking earrings and shoes. I still love the blinking earrings, and I will always love the blinking earrings, but especially around Christmas time. So I said this in my presentation that why does like we love to drive around and look at the Christmas lights and stuff like that is it brings such joy. It's immediate, like it is the light. It's the expression of light that like has us feel so good. The other night we went dancing and I wore a new faux fur that I haven't worn before, and it's what I call rainbow sherbet color. It's like super soft and it's got these pastel greens and blues and pinks um and it happens to match a new tie-dyed silk fan that I dance with. And that night they both made their debut. And I even recorded a video about it at the club because I was like, this isn't an energy that I've played with much, like these softer, subtler, more muted tones. And as I share more, I can see that was my spirit team pivoting me in that direction. So I'm excited for my rainbow sherbet era. Still powerful and strong and softer at the edges, cozier, calmer. I'm finding myself wanting to share things with you that I've shared before in other presentations and give you explanation or backstory. And I do invite you to look them up either in the Feminine Frequency Facebook group under my name, or better yet, on my YouTube channel. If this conversation feels like a big leap, or you want more specifics, or you want to hear like how I got to here, because believe me, there was a journey. Um, and yet that's one of the shifts that's happening. And there's no longer the necessity to explain or attempt to wake people up. You will also notice as we enter into the corridor of the first 90 days of 2026, and I borrowed that word, it's being referred to that by those that channel the Galactic Federation of Light, life and light, that channel the Galactic Federation of Light and our star family. Um, and I was, what's the word I want to use? Like, comforted is what's coming up that some of what the Galactic Federation has been communicating through those that channel them has been my experience and things that I've been saying and things that I've been experiencing. And so that's part of why it wanted to be shared today. My team is like, look, there are others who are having these experiences and they don't know yet that it's all as well, like it's all perfect and divinely timed. Um, so as we enter into the quarter of the first 90 days of 2026, um, it reduces interest in proving, persuading, defending, and performing because the old ways of being seen no longer feel nourishing. And I know I've been feeling that. Like, like not wanting to like not feeling the call to like push for things or to be like super high energy because I'm usually like super high energy. Um, and many of us will feel a new humility, a new authenticity, and a new desire to live what we know rather than to speak about it, which was part of what happened as I was getting ready for my presentation to speak about it today. Um, and this shift is one of the greatest signs of maturity in the Lightworker path. So bravo to you all. Brava, bravo, huzzah. Um, because reality responds to frequency more than it responds to explanation. And that makes sense, right? Like the explanation, you're just left with the explanation. When you're in the frequency, it's like frequency attracts frequency. Um, and our daily field becomes the message. There's no longer the obligation or the agreement to get it right, to clean it up, attempt to get mis to get under attempt to get understanding from someone committed to not understand you. So hear me on this one. It is okay. Everyone's journey is different. It is okay to release with love. Block and delete. The most important part is to genuinely release with love. I love you. I wish you your highest possible outcome, your highest possible trajectory, and I release you. The field of the collective reflects this corridor in unmistakable ways, and we can observe it without becoming entangled in it. So when I heard this, 'cause this is some of this is from the Galactic Federation station, so I'm not trying to like steal their like I absolutely give credit to them for a lot of this conversation, and some of it is me and some of it is them. I will acknowledge and I will give footnotes because they absolutely deserve credit. Not like credit is a thing, but you know what I mean. Like it's the I'm so grateful for the work and the messages and the channeling that they're doing and what they're providing because it has been super guiding light for me and like North Star for me right now. Um, to being, part of like navigating what's happening right now because the energy shifts are so massive. It's like the swing of the pendulum is so huge. Um, anyway, so we can observe it without becoming entangled in it, which I love that. And what I said in my other presentation is like, how many times have we in the light of like being of service to someone or if you consider yourself a healer, um, and I put that in quotes because I don't like that word anymore. Like I'm trying to find some other way to say it because I don't believe we're healing. It's like we're doing it. We're a conduit maybe, but it's really like having the person that we're working with like access the healer within their own healer. Um, but how many times have we done that where we've walked right into somebody else's like drama storm and taken it on, And so I'm really excited about being able to observe it without becoming entangled in it because some humans feel stretched. Systems feel unstable, emotions feel intensified. So that's also something they said was coming was like our emotional body is going to be a way where the like multi-dimensional messages will be delivered. So we've got to be stable here with where we are. Stable's not the right word, but like we've got to be balanced. Um, so many will attempt to grasp for certainty through noise and control, while the deeper invitation of the corridor draws us to simplicity, toward rest. Definitely, I've been hearing that a lot and feeling that a lot. Like the other day, I slept. I think 12 hours or something like that. Like I slept, I fell asleep. We got a new bed. I fell asleep on the bed at like 7:30 at night, and then I woke up around 12 something and got up for a couple hours, and then I went back to sleep and slept for another like I slept in total about 12 hours. And I was like, I was clear my body needed it, you know? Um, so it's on us to listen to that. Um, so the we're drawn toward simplicity, toward rest, toward honest self-contact, and toward the kind of inner stillness that allows our frequency to stabilize even while the surface of the world appears busy, unpredictable, and unsettled. Sounds awesome, right? From my very first astral journey, August 29th of 2020, it was clear I was there to understand the energy, frequency, and vibration of what we were experiencing and how to bring it to Earth, especially the healing components. Shout out to my girl Sandy, who was my uh Mercabus driver, Mercabus driver. I don't know what's uh Sandy, Sandy and John. Sandy's been, yeah, I love you, Sandy. I could go down that road, and I'm not going to go down there right now. Um, and I speak more about this in my first presentation that is on my YouTube channel and in the Feminine Frequency Festival Facebook group called "The Cosmic Playground is Open." Playing with energy, frequency, and vibration multidimensionally. So, this is an electrical universe, and we are electrical receivers. So, everything being energy, frequency, and vibration. Light is frequency, sound is frequency, love is a frequency, and it would make sense. I wish I could find another way to say that besides make sense. That if everything is energy and frequency and vibration, and we are energy, if everything is energy, if energy is everything, let me put the that way. I messed up. I gave the punchline. I messed up the punchline. I'm gonna go back. It would make sense that if everything is energy and frequency and vibration, and we are energy, so if energy is everything and everything is energy, then we are everything, right? So this is really longer than a 20-minute conversation, uh, which is why I'm re-recording it. So my intention was to share some of that now, and my spirit team had specific messages. It has specific messages it wants me to share. This new energy, dare I call it new earth energy, is just as intense. However, we have chilled. We've chilled. We know, or I'm here to let you know, we don't need to fight so hard for it anymore. It is our choice. We respond, we don't react. So the question now is, where do I choose to focus my big, beautiful spotlight of conscious awareness? Where? So this new rhythm is different. You listen, you feel, you move, you rest, you listen again. So breath is definitely a tool for frequency hygiene, which was the, the topic of this whole presentation, supposedly. Um, this rhythm mimics the four square like breathwork pattern. So you listen, inhale, you feel, hold at the top, you move, exhale, you rest, hold at the bottom. And in this rhythm, the main notes are coherence and resonance. Be in the now. So breath is always, it always brings me into the present moment, and you can only breathe now and now and now. This process of breathing and allowing makes it possible to get from wherever you are to wherever you desire. Course in Miracles says capacity is expressed in the present. It is immediate. Sorry, I have notes here. It is immediate. The key to it lies not in what we have inside of us, but rather what we are willing to own that we have inside of us. If anybody else you've done Course in Miracles or studied it some, please say hello. I have not done the whole thing, but I've done bits and pieces of it, and I've studied Marianne Williamson, who has taught Course in Miracles. So if we find ourselves in the space of no resistance, we can find ourselves in alignment more often with manifestation. It's all about allowing and receiving. So good. There's a new relationship forming between humanity and the planetary field. And those of us who identify as awakened or awakening are not merely noticing it, but are participating in the creation of it. We are functioning as bridge nodes, meaning that our vibrational state serves as a conduit through which frequencies from higher dimensional councils can reach the human collective in a way that is gentle, grounded, and stable and usable. That's the word, is usable. But I saw stable. This is why our inner stillness matters more now than it ever has, because stillness is not a passive condition, but a tuning. This is why our inner stillness matters now more than ever, is because stillness is not a passive condition, but a tuning mechanism that turns our awareness into a receiver aligned with the beings who support us from higher planes. I'm going to say that again. I know I repeated it, but I'm going to say it again. This is why our inner stillness matters now more than it ever has, because stillness is not a passive condition, but a tuning mechanism that turns our awareness into a receiver, aligned with the beings who support us from higher planes. So remember, I said earlier, like our emotional body is going to start to be this message board from other dimensions. It's imperative to set the internal dial of our transmitter before we engage with others. So the primary rule of frequency hygiene, if you only remember this, is one way is daily practice of inner stillness or morning ritual. So you're welcome to type in the comments ways that you practice inner stillness or your favorite morning ritual. One of my favorite ways is opening my heart space, tapping into the frequency of love, or as one of my teachers calls it, the pulse of joy. So I kind of tap on my heart to wake it up, caress it a little bit, get in that space. So this is more from the Galactic Federation of Light. The Earth responds immediately to humans who are coherent, meaning that the more aligned you become, the more the planetary field adjusts around you, and the more likely it becomes for others to find their way into that same coherence. Did you get that? Did you hear that? Back it up. This is why beginning each day with conscious alignment creates a ripple that moves through our timeline, your timeline, my timeline, moves through your timeline and through the collective timeline as well, setting the energetic stage for the day ahead. As you create this stage, you notice something else. Disclosure is not something that begins outside of you, but something that begins internally as you allow new realizations to surface without resistance. So I have to now release my other notes. I'll take a picture and I'll share it. Um, that's what this looks like. I'm sorry this is noisy. It's okay, we'll start there. So we're not telling anyone what to believe or how to behave, but our field teaches them unconsciously that there is a steadier frequency available, and many align with it without even realizing you were the catalyst. So good, right? This is more Galactic Federation. We are, in essence, preparing the planet for contact. We are preparing the planet for contact in the most subtle and effective way possible because contact requires coherence. And coherence spreads most easily through resonance rather than persuasion. So you're getting it now, right? Like persuasion used to be how we got it done. We pushed, we were heavy-handed. So coherence is defined, I looked it up, as the quality of forming a unified whole and integration of diverse elements, relationships, or values. Some synonyms of coherence, because sometimes you need to hear it differently for it to land: symmetry, orchestration, proportion, harmony, unity, correlation. So again, a message from Mira. She's one of the main ones that I listen to. The Pleiadian High Council, and the channeler is Divina Solmanos. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Divina Solmanos? Salmanos. Thank you. Look at the sky from time to time, beloved. Oh, beloved ground crew. So that's one of the things too, is like a lot of these channeled messages refer to us as the ground crew, and we are. And I own that now. I didn't get it before. Look at the sky from time to time, beloved ground crew, and recognize the support that surrounds you because we are near. We are attentive, we are engaged, and we hold you with the kind of steady affection that allows you to relax into your own mastery. And as we move together into the deeper mechanics of this corridor, I ask you to keep your heart open, your mind calm, and your body cared for. Because the corridor responds to gentleness, and gentleness creates speed. What? That's the first time you're hearing that, right? I know it was for me. I was like, wow, that's a totally new paradigm to me. Another practice that fuels expansion is gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude puts us in the space of receiving. Think about it. We say thank you when we've already received something. Gratitude and appreciation is our biggest currency, next to love, of course. Look around you right now. What's one thing you can be grateful for in this moment? We often want to make these huge leaps, especially if we've done a bunch of personal growth work or spiritual work, and we want to leap from here to like here. And it's actually more incremental than that. So I equate it to tuning a guitar. I think I might have heard that from Abraham Hicks or something. Um, Turn the knob a little bit on this string, slight adjustment, and soon the guitar is strumming sweetly and in tune. So like, you tune this string, you turn the knob a little bit, this string's in tune, and then the next string, and then the next string, and soon the whole guitar is strumming sweetly and in tune till it goes out of tune again. But what we do as human beings is we force it, we push it, I'm gonna make it happen. Here's what I've learned is that nothing we want is upstream. And what we resist persists. According to Eckhart Tolle, am I mispronouncing it? Sorry. Nothing else is required but to accept what's here now. Mind is still active, so what? Let it be active. That's okay. Whatever you accept, you go beyond. That's a miracle. Whatever you accept, you go beyond. That's a miracle. If you fight it, you're stuck with it. The perfect state is the acceptance of now. I have that quote hanging up somewhere in my house. In 2022, my spirit team made it clear that our tools are just permission slips of sorts. And I speak to that in my 2023 presentation. Bing, bong, bing, you are the frequency. We do not need our cards or wands or crystals. We can just conjure the energy. We can just embody it. You are the oracle. You are the crystal. You are the tuning fork. You are the medicine. You are the frequency. You on the other side of the screen, you are the portal. For example, we have chakras, which are actually cylindrical. This was shown to me in like 2021, maybe 2022. Um, when it's actually cylindrical and not separate. And as humans, we're taught the like seven or 12 or the different chakras to learn how to engage with those energy centers in our bodies and beyond. Like you say, root chakra, you know the part of the physical vessel, the body, where you're dealing with you're engaging with. Um, our cosmic family shows us things in a way our humans can understand it. And I'm here to tell you, we no longer need the tools. The permission slip is infinite. You have a permanent hall pass. You are a multidimensional being that can move from one dimension of consciousness to another effortlessly. You can. You can even be in multiple dimensions at the same time. I've done it. I know others have done it. You don't need an external portal to get you to the next phase or new earth. You are the portal. I've said it again. You are the portal. Everything you need is within you. I mostly do light work and energy work in large crowds, mostly solo, and sometimes with my partner who's also starseed. I need to move this next thing. Um, I work pretty smoky quartz given to me by my soul brother Brent, who just transitioned in June. Love you, Brent. Um, I work with light codes in the music, in the laser lights, in partnership with my spirit team and beings from other planets and dimensions. I've also worked with the like fog machine and mist. Um, that's liquid crystal. That's a whole other conversation. I and we have transmuted and activated huge 17,000 person arenas. And I want to pause here to say that like things are like our gifts are kind of exponential. Like I in October of 2022 totally activated the Climate Pledge Arena. And my first experience of that was in 2016 at the Hollywood Bowl. That was my first time of like ever having that experience of being able to engage with that much energy and not have it consume me. So I'd be curious to hear from you, like, what are you doing now that you're like, oh, now I know I had an interest in this 20 years ago, right? Um, so the last time I did that, huge arena like that, was at the Kia Forum, and it was in September, uh, and was in partnership with the Dragons, which was really cool. I haven't worked with Dragons in a while, and they started to come back around. And they were flying around the arena and having a blast, and they were so grateful that like I asked for their assistance, right? Like, because they got to play. And I know I'm not the only one, by the way. There are others who work in this way and on this scale, and we haven't really been speaking publicly about it in the way we are now. Like this is new that we could talk about it this openly. And in 2025, my team showed me what I was actually doing. So, for example, I dance with a slinky as a flow toy. If you know me, you know I've been dancing with it. I've danced with a slinky for about 8 years. Shout out to Jules and Jasper in Australia and that beautiful weekend where this the slinky dancing started. Um, and it's my stealth way of doing energy work. The slogan "Everyone loves a slinky" is true, and humans are very receptive to me with it. I use it to ground down or to amp up energy. Sorry, last one. I use it to ground energy down or amp it up and send it out. And I've always felt like I was dancing or playing with light, especially under black light. You know, it's like, wow. This doesn't really show that much, but it kind of does when I have it under my earrings. Um, but I've always felt like I was dancing with light, and especially under black light, it looks like I'm playing with light. And this summer we were at an outdoor show and I was dancing as if I was dancing with the slinky, but they were on my wrists like they are now. And so I was like moving it like I was dancing with the slinky. And I wasn't holding them. And I saw the slinky as light, as if I was holding it. And my team told me, this is what you've been doing. This is what I've been doing all along. And the slinky was so that my human could comprehend what I was doing. I am actually playing with light. And that's been a lot of this year has been like me seeing what I've been doing through these tools that have it be easy to receive from other humans. It's the best way I can explain it. Um, so I used to activate and charge up crystals and give them away. I still do that some, or put them places that felt like they wanted an energy boost, mostly in trees or high foot traffic areas or like touristy areas. And I still do that some. Earlier this year, I got the message to order stickers and activate them with frequency and give them away. So my two favorite frequencies, 432 hertz and 528 hertz. Go look them up if you don't know about them. They're amazing. 528 hertz is a solfeggio frequency. It's also known as the love frequency. So that's my way of sharing the frequency of love. Ah. So, excuse me, a sip of water. I'm drinking from a crystal cut goblet because for the energy of it. Well, water from the Burdicks, thank you. And I don't know why I'm really stuffy. That's really weird. Um, so anyway, that's my way of sharing the frequency of love. I hand them out at concerts and shows and gatherings, and it gives me the opportunity to give a little like frequency education, just like a middle little mini mini education. And my team wants me to share this with you. So I say I've activated these with frequency. I put them in the middle of my crystal sound healing bowls and uh, and charge them up. In my experience, however you engage with the frequency, you hold it, look at it, whatever, you then are connected or have access to everything else that's resonating at that frequency. It's like being on an elevator. And when you reach that level of frequency, you can go anywhere on that level. So at our dance parties, I usually have my tuning forks or my bowls and play them with the music. Did I go over that too fast? Was that like, did that land? So I'm just going to say it, not read it. So um, my understanding is that however you engage with the frequency, you know, with the sticker, you can look at it, you can hold it, however you engage with it, you then have access to everything else resonating at that frequency. And it's like being on an elevator. So you reach that level of frequency, you then can go anywhere on that level and connect with anything else resonating at that frequency. So a lot of what I've said earlier circles back to this, right? Like this is my team teaching me this because we're going to be, you know, the field with which contact can happen because we're connecting with that frequency. So at our dance parties, I usually have tuning forks or my bowls and play them with the music. And there's an artist who's producing music with the frequencies in them and layering the sound healing into the music. He calls it Healing House. You might have heard of him. So after I hand them the sticker, I often share about him. His name is Lincoln Jesser. Shout out to you, Lincoln. I've done shout outs to you before. You get it. I'm so grateful for you and what you're doing to share frequency and healing, and it's amazing. I'm such a like I'm so grateful. That's all I can say is I'm so grateful. Um his name is Lincoln Jesser and he gets it. A few of his songs use those two frequencies that I've put into the sticker. Um, and I say when they connect with the frequencies through the sticker, they're connecting to everyone dancing to those songs or listening to those songs wherever they are on the planet. That's connection, right? That's where it's happening. That's coherence. So, this is what a unified field looks like. And I believe this to be what resonance looks and feels like so that our humans can understand it. So, the last thing here is that one of our taglines that I came up with is the cosmic playground is open. And I put open in all caps when I'm inviting or sharing things about the cosmic playground. And the cosmic playground is open. And it is like permanently open right now. And it's always been open, but it's like it's really open. Like it's 24-hour, all time, space, dimension, and reality, all layers and levels of our being. Like Cosmic Playground is open. And I put that tagline because it is. The Cosmic Playground is open. And I know you feel it. Like I know you feel it. If you somehow made your way to watching this video, like I know you feel it. And so I have an invitation. Every time you see an open sign somewhere, remind yourself the cosmic playground is open and you can come in and play. Come out and play. You can play. So thank you for listening. I hope that this was informative for you and entertaining. And it's really weird when I get close to the camera, like it does weird stuff with my eyes. That's really interesting. Um, like somehow the camera, like it's weird focus. Anyway, so I intended to leave you with that, but I'm gonna do this. So this is a new tool. I don't know how this computer's gonna pick it up, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is where's the wand? I put it somewhere. Easy access, and now I don't know where it is. Hmm. Oh, there it is. So this is 528 hertz. It's a chime that Eric got me for my birthday. Look at my ring. Thanks, bye here. All right, one more time. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. Blessed be.